Yes, Chris is just saying how our new intro, our new logos and stuff changed up a little bit since you've been here last, Chris. We're going to have to get you some, well, we have some stickers, but we're going to have to get you some merch when we get our hats and our shirts.
I do have one of the OG shirts.
Yes. It's
Still
a collector's
wear it
item
all the
now.
time. Great
It's,
quality.
you're going to have to frame it at some point.
I will. I'll put it up in our wall at RBI.
Yes, exactly. That'd be a good place
Along
for
with
it.
all the T-shirts and jerseys from all of our players.
You can put it right on top of the Monterey Peninsula one for me.
Yeah, that'll be perfect. On top.
Chris, welcome back. Chris Untereiner's here from
guys.
RBI Baseball and Softball Training Facility. I think I was.
Yeah,
I missed a word.
we're getting there.
I missed a word.
We're close.
I think I missed one, but
There's
we're
too
doing
many
better.
words.
What? How many did I? Yeah, I missed a couple. Anyways, I got most of the words in there.
The gist of it.
Most of the mix of the words. Anyways, Chris, there's a lot going on with RBI at RBI. Not necessarily all at RBI, but with. That's why I say with.
Yes.
But we'll get to that in a minute. I want your thoughts first off. The Dodgers came back and won tonight against the Braves.
I saw that.
I can't imagine you have to be. Are you cheering for the Braves, or who are you cheering? Are you still a Dodgers guy? Because you're not.
I was
really
a Dodgers guy for one Halloween. Let's get this clear.
That's fair. Yeah.
Sorry, Nick Grimm, but I was always a Giants. I was always a Giants guy when we were down there.
Mm-hmm.
The Braves are exciting. The Dodgers are exciting. Everything about this time of year is exciting.
Yes.
I think the Braves are going to be in trouble if the Dodgers win tomorrow night.
Yeah, it's like back-to-back games here.
Yeah, they play tomorrow night. I think they're going to be in trouble because when the Dodgers get hot, I mean, realistically, the World Series should have just been Dodgers-Giants, and then we just say, hey, that's baseball. Season's over.
Yeah.
But it makes for some excitement, at least.
Yeah, absolutely. And I was pumped to see the Braves come out to a 2-0 start, but it is the Dodgers. They still have one of the best pitching staffs in the league, and they have some hitters that, like you said, they get hot.
Yeah, I think Bellinger hit 165 this year, and now he's hitting 292, and he's got the highest hard hit average. I was just looking it up before the show here. The hard hit average in all of baseball right now. I mean, that's an MVP that hit 165, which is unheard of.
Yeah.
He's
bounce
still,
back candidate.
Bounce back.
One of the things I saw videos all season of Dodgers fans just bashing Cody Bellinger. Yeah. And now all I've seen the last 2 weeks is clutch. I'm like, okay. Yeah. I saw your colors a couple weeks ago, Dodgers fans.
That's right.
Anyways, so it is 2-1 now. The Dodgers came back and won tonight.
I think Boston's up right now.
Yes, it is 2-1 in the bottom of the fifth. So the Red Sox have a chance to go up 3-1.
I definitely didn't think that was going to happen.
Yeah, I was going to say, what are your thoughts? Because the Red Sox have kind of put it to the Astros a little bit.
Yeah, the Astros have given up like 8 or 9 home runs. I think it was 8 I counted. And 2 or 3 grand slams.
Not what you want. So Max told me there was a report apparently Astros pitchers are tipping their pitches and the Red Sox are picking up on it. So a little bit of karma maybe from the garbage can days?
Could be, but I mean the Red Sox are also known for their cheating too.
Yeah.
So
are we let's start the conspiracy theories right now.
Yeah.
What's going on with the Red Sox? Do they have garbage cans too?
Yeah.
I mean, their whole stadium is a garbage can, let's be real.
That's right.
I mean, it's Fenway. It's historic and everything, but all I've heard is it's terrible.
Bad views. You're sitting behind poles, but I guess if you're going to spend $10,000 for a ticket, you might as well.
Might as well dive into the history, I guess if they call it that.
Yeah.
Sit on a pole, is that what you said?
Behind the pole.
Oh, behind a pole. I was like, I don't want to sit on a pole for 10 grand. That's not for me. Yeah, but Max, do what you want to do, my man. This is a whole different show all of a sudden. Anyways, off-season stuff. We just saw, we're going to talk about this in our next segment. We're going to get into some Blue Jays stuff. Yeah. Mark Shapiro comes out yesterday, and as fellow Blue Jays fans here in Canada, basically just said, like, we have a renewed sense of dedication to this country and getting a championship to Toronto. That must be encouraging to hear as a guy who, you mold baseball minds, you build baseball squads and teams and culture, especially culture is a big thing at RBI. Yeah. That must be extremely reassuring for a team to hear this.
Yeah. Not that ownership or anybody really owe the Blue Jays anything. I mean, they were stuck in a situation that they couldn't really get out of, having to play in Florida and then in Buffalo. But you could really see what kind of team they can end up being when they got to Toronto and they got the fans. 91 wins, 1 game out of a wild card. I mean, realistically, they could and should, some argue, be where the Red Sox are right now. Because they were just as hot, if not hotter.
Yeah, and they could beat the Rays.
So they showed it.
Yeah.
But you know what? Optimism is obviously where everybody's mind is right now. And I listened to a little bit of the interview. I mean, it was like 45 minutes long, so I just
it was a little long.
Bits and pieces. But the gist of it is they're going to have the money to make some things happen. So that's exciting. Whether they go out and blow their load early, or if they hold on to it a little bit.
We've had much worse things.
Yeah, exactly. Optimism is definitely what it comes down to. And one thing that we saw in their playoff push 5 or 6 years ago, the numbers of players that want to play the game in Saskatchewan and in Canada, and obviously in Regina, like we see, it goes
Booms.
up. It goes up with success of sport.
Yeah.
So I mean, you see the Riders do well, football numbers go up. You see the Raptors do well, basketball numbers go up. So the Jays putting on that show that they put on in September, and then that push, and basically doing everything they could, and then just waiting. Sitting and watching the scoreboard on the Sunday.
What a terrible day.
Yeah,
that was hard.
Exactly. We're going to see the numbers go up in baseball, and obviously that's huge.
There's 3 question marks. 2 of them are bigger than the other one, but Steven Matz is one, Marcus Semion's the other, Robbie Ray. So if you're prioritizing your off season, for fun of it, let's just say you have to pick one of them. Let's take Steven Matz out of the equation. Robbie Ray or Marcus Semien. You have to pick one. Hopefully they can bring back both, let's say. But if you had to go with one, who would you go with?
I think they've got the offense to back it up already. As much as I love Semien, I think they need that arm.
Robbie Ray.
You need an arm. You need arms. And we saw it. They even with the staff they had, there was still room for more.
The bullpen was a big
The bullpen
area
was big. And the bullpen's always...
Always.
Any team is their bullpen is a question mark going into the season, even if they're the most confident team. The thing that Semien offered, obviously offensively, he was a hero, but it was his leadership for those younger guys. Like all the younger guys came out saying, like, regardless of what happens with him at the end of the season and going into the off season, like his impact goes way beyond his offensive numbers. And his defensive ability.
It wasn't anything to shake a stick at.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it was good.
It was his leadership, his veteran mentality up there, especially with those young rookies, or not rookies, but they kind of feel like it.
I always remember hearing on the broadcast how calm he was. Every situation, he was always the same Marcus Semien.
He's been there before.
He's approached everything the same way. And I think with, like you just said, but like the sporadicness and I guess erraticness of Bo Bichette, and how he can be really up and down, high energy guys. For Marcus Semien to go up there and just like casually smash 45 home runs, that seems like it's probably a lesson there for those guys to just be like, you know what, just keep it even keel.
Yep.
And you can never be told that enough. I've learned that in my career and coaching as well. You can never tell guys enough to just stay even keel.
Don't ride the emotional roller coaster.
And especially younger guys, they're full of spit and vinegar, as they say. They can get a little out of hand sometimes. Speaking of younger guys, RBI is popping off right now. You got your all-star stuff going on, and you got your blocks starting up, because fall is usually the busy time for you as players transition from playing to training, off-season mode. So tell me about this All-Star League, because it sounds awesome, and I think you teased it a little bit last time you were here, but now I'm seeing videos of guys that I coached a couple years ago. They're in your league now, on your teams. Caden Coletta being one of them. Shout out Caden. Not a very good player. But I'm kidding.
He was
sort
good.
I heard he had a good weekend. Tell me about the league and kind of how it's going for you guys.
Yeah, so the CCBL, the Central Canadian Baseball League, was in the works for years, we'll say. Quite a few of the programs had chatted about it, and we talked about it last time I was on the show, and finally this year, Jordan Drager up in Saskatoon took the reins on it and said, Kate, we're going to make it happen. Why wait around? Let's just do it. So we ended up having our 18U varsity, our 18U junior varsity, and then a 15U category in the CCBL. Our programs, RBI, had 4 groups. We had a varsity, a junior varsity, and then we also had 2 15U teams.
Did you split them?
We split them, yeah. So we had an all 2008 and then an all 2007.
So essentially varsity, junior varsity in
exactly.
a way.
So our 2008s, our grade 8 team, definitely got the tough draw, because we would split games with the teams that the 07s would play.
Okay.
So when the 07s go 10-9 in the fall, and right around 500, which is what you're looking for. You want to compete, but you also want to lose a little bit too.
Sure. There's learning lessons there.
Our 08s saw those same teams. So there was a lot of learning opportunities for the young guys, but it's motivation for the winter and kind of see where you need to get.
Yeah.
But along
Measuring
with the
stick.
league, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Along with the league, we had our all-star, our East versus West all-star game.
Mm-hmm.
So there was 5 18U varsity teams.
Yeah.
We essentially split them in half. Each team proposed their all-stars based on positions, based on performance, and then they were voted on by the league.
Mm-hmm.
So we had our 7 representatives. We were also teamed up with Winnipeg, who had 7. Going Yard up in Saskatoon split theirs just because there was an odd number.
Mm-hmm.
So 4 of their guys went one way, 4 of those guys went the other way.
Yeah.
And then there was also Lloydminster and Edmonton.
Edmonton, yeah.
So yeah, we played a 9-inning ball game. Some of the top baseball players in Central Canada, and it was a 6-3
Super
game.
cool.
It was
Where'd
took
you guys
2
play?
hours and 15 minutes to finish 9 innings. Like it was just like
real game. Oh,
was
I guess
awesome.
it was quick though. You're saying
it was quick. Like pitchers throw strikes, defense makes plays. Like it was unbelievable.
Where did you guys play it?
We were at Cairns Field up in Saskatoon.
Oh, you were in Saskatoon.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So everything, we had all the programs up in Saskatoon this past weekend, and it was like baseball city.
How are the renos going there? Because they changed a lot there in the last 5 years.
Yeah, so the Gordie Howe Sports Complex is complete. 100,000 square foot facility. We just need somebody to step up in Regina and do the same thing.
Weird.
And sports as a priority.
Nope, never.
Nope.
I'm just going to say fun things in general as a priority. Nope, never.
Yeah.
Not here.
We talked about that a few times.
Well, me and Max had a bit of a video that, Max, I don't know if you saw the view count on that. It got a little high. Yeah, we ranted about the Red Sox, the city shutting it down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, so Saskatoon.
Saskatoon.
So the Gordie Howe Bowl, the foundation, they upgraded that whole area. They redid the track. They put renovations into the football stadium, the 2 baseball fields. Yeah, it's pretty nice up there.
Oh, look at this. Now Chad Isaac's tuning in. He says, what are Chris's thoughts on the rejection of a new ballpark? But the city does want to have a new indoor pool when the Lawson is still there. I don't know. It's hard to say, right? And then he says, hashtag Clark for city council. So
You got my vote.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
My first priority is just do something with the Dudney Strip, guys. That's all I care about. Just something.
Yep.
Anyways, baseball diamond, indoor training facility. Anyways, what's going on at RBI? Where can everybody find you?
Yep.
Because I know you said your busy time's coming.
Yeah, so we are in a 1-week break.
A break? Yeah.
Personal.
A week off. Yeah.
Just to get everything reorganized. And then next week is the start of our block training. So baseball, softball, everything will be rocking starting either next week or early November.
Yep.
Yeah, we're rolling. We got a few spots available in some of the classes, but yeah, it's right back at it with all of our programs.
We talked of a lot over the last 7 months or so about how you've adjusted to the different protocols and everything. Is everything slowly easing back to what it was, or have you kind of just found a new normal, so to speak?
A new normal. Last year, as you know, we had to jump through hoops, obviously.
Yeah.
But we found something that a system that actually rolled pretty well. Dividing our groups off into different spaces, staggering our times, that we weren't as rushed. Everything was like 60 minutes on the minute in years past. And then if you run 2 minutes late, then you're running 4 minutes late, then you're running 8 minutes, and then everything's just backed up. So we've got gaps between programs.
Okay.
It allows us a little bit more flexibility. Instructors and players aren't rushed to get through their programs. We're big on, just because the lesson plan says this many minutes to accomplish this, if we need to spend a little bit more time on something to get to that next point, it allows us that extra 5 or 10 minutes in case we go long. Protocols are in place. We're following all the guidelines that are in place.
Yeah.
We're following the rules.
Perfect.
We have to. We want to keep offering these programs for the kids.
You launched a new website recently.
Yes.
So everybody can find you at
RBItraining.com.
RBItraining.com. Instagram's fire. Facebook
Always.
page.
Deadly.
So follow everybody there. Everybody jump on that and go follow Chris and the crew at RBI. Chris, thanks for coming in tonight.
I appreciate you guys having me out.
Absolutely. At RBI, they rise above the rest.